Hello everybody, UmblePCGamer here, and welcome to Throwback Thursday, where I try to get an older game running on a modern system. This week I chose one of the really old one, but a really good one, the original Max Payne. Now on the back of my box it says copyright 2001, which is 12 years ago. That would make the latest Windows operating system at the time be Windows 2000, I think. Because XP didn't come out till 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. And if you're like me, you do your best to forget that Microsoft ever came out with a Millennium Edition of anything. So, you put the disk in the drive. What I have here is the folder of the files that are on the installed disk. And you're probably looking at it and thinking, oh, this looks simple enough. You just double-click the install.exe. You're going to get this error message. The version of this file is not compatible with the version of Windows you're running. Check your computer's system information to see whether you need an x86 32-bit or x64 64-bit version of the program, and then contact the software publisher. And let's click OK. The problem is this install program is it's not 32-bit. I forget whether it's 16-bit, 8-bit, or something like that. But it's just a small setback. Let's go to the folder labeled Disk 1. Go in there. And you've got a setup.exe. This is a 32-bit program. It will run just fine. It will install the game to your desktop without any trouble. And I'm not going to do that right now because I've already installed it to my desktop and I've actually played it through once. So, what I'm going to do coming up is give you a little bit of a run-through. Oh, shoot. Give you a little bit of a run-through. So you can see just what the game looks like, how it plays, and what exactly the drawbacks are. Because there are a few things that don't work as they should. Alright, so let's double-click Max Payne here. Now, whenever the game launches, you're going to get this options window. As you can see, I've patched my game to version 1.05. They give you your video settings here. You got a lot of resolutions you can choose from. I've always set it on D3D software TNL. I've tried the hardware, the game flat out wouldn't launch. So I just always leave it on the software. Let's go into options. This is where you can set most of the options for your game. The issue with Max Payne that I found was the sound, the audio. And I experimented with a lot of different settings here on the off chance that something in the graphics settings was corrupting the sound driver within the game. Never found a clue. Never found a successful solution to that. I just kept my sound channels at minimum and variations at minimum. As you can see, there's I think I'm getting a mono gameplay soundtrack. Feel free to experiment here and see what's best for you. I just found that putting all the graphics settings at high, whatever you do with the graphics settings here, wasn't impacting my audio. There was a report on the internet that said if you set anti-aliasing to off, it will fix the audio. That was not the case for me, but it could be the case for you. So do poke around and see what you can come up with. As you can see, I'm running a pretty late model AMD Radeon graphics here. There have been some problems with NVIDIA cards running this game, particularly like the very latest. There was a friend of mine, he had to roll back his drivers. He had a GTX 660 series card, NVIDIA graphics card, and he had to roll back his drivers to an older version to get it to play. But it did play, so not a game that is going to be just fine. You are going to be required to tweak a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to give you some gameplay and show you just what does work and what doesn't work. Alright.